Okay, so let's say you're at the end of your research and now you need to cite all of your sources so that way you are ethically using this information. Well, there are three different options I want to show you. The first one is citing it using your databases. So if you found a resource using a database like Explora, you should be able to cite it using that database. So our example notes were done on avalanche survival. And using the information that was written down at the top of that note sheet, I was able to go back in Explora, and find the article. So here's avalanche survival. If I click on it, it will open up the article and it will also open up a little side menu. Now they're all different and you'll want to scroll through it, but on Explora, this little golden piece of paper is the cite option. When I click it, it has all these different citation formats. You're going to scroll down until you see MLA formatting, which is what you're using, and you will want to copy and paste this into the Google Doc that you are using to create your rough draft of your blog post. Once they're all in order, then you'll go back through, proofread it, make sure the font matches, and put it in alphabetical order. So if that is an option for you, take advantage of it. If it is not an option for you, so let's say this little button isn't here, you're going to have to cite it manually. So one we're really familiar with is EasyBib. The problem with EasyBib is starting to get a little lugged down. So if you can see right here, there are so many ads and it gets a little distracting. So for right now, if all you want to do is cite a paper, it's this little teeny tiny button that's white with a little orange box around it. So click I only want to create citations. And then it has all these options. So we are on MLA 8, and you're going to want to give EasyBib a second to load all the advertisements, which can be frustrating. Okay. So MLA 8, we found that article in a database. Now you don't need to cite a database. So maybe we're going to do, let's try doing a online database. Okay. Now these aren't all perfect. Sometimes you have to use websites, sometimes you have to use online database. I do not recommend searching for your source. I would just do it manually. So all of those boxes that you have saved, you're going to type in. So this is an article published by a database. The article title is Avalanche Survival. Now there is a little additional title. Like a scout, be prepared, remember the ABCs. So like a scout, be prepared, remember the ABCs. Next, I'm going to look for authors or contributors. So you can change this to author, editor, compiler, whatnot. So our author is Mike Duffy. The database was EBSCO. If there's something you don't know, just leave it empty. It was published on, over here it says January 1st, 2009. And you can put this URL in there if you want. It can be kind of hard. So it just depends. I'm going to go ahead and put it in, but you may not be able to re-access it. Let's see if I can find a better URL. Export maybe? I don't think so. So let's just go ahead and copy this in here. The only reason I say to be careful is sometimes this URL won't actually open it up. If you're in a database, it may not open it up if someone doesn't have access to it. Then you click complete your citation and wait for all the pop-ups. And maybe we wait. And here is your citation. Again, you would just copy and paste it into your Google Doc for your rough draft. The third and final option is a website called MyBib.com. You can't Google this, it won't come up, but you can type MyBib in. MyBib is a great resource because it is completely free. And as you can see, there are no advertisements. So it's already set to MLA 8. You click Create Citation. And we're going to select, let's see, is there online database? Blog post, book, chapter. So let's see. Let's see what database does. Article author. Yep, so this will work. Okay, so again, his name was Mike Duffy. It was published in 2009, January 1st. Title of the article was Avalanche Survival. For the sake of time, I'm going to shorthand this just for us. The publication titles, this one is asking for the name of the magazine. So American Snowmobiler, that's over here in the left where it has the record information. So American Snowmobiler, and the database was EBSCO. And there's no notation. And you can see it doesn't ask for a URL. So we're going to go ahead and save it. And ta-da! All these little pop-ups, these are just hints to give you some suggestions. If you're stuck, once you close them, it will not pop up again, okay? This will save, and then you can, again, copy and paste it into your Google Doc. Now, if there's something you can't find, I always recommend looking at the very top of the article for the author's name. You can scroll down the very bottom as well. So you can see here it was made by American Snowmobiler. We can find where the company was. If it's not, you can also look at the end of the article. Sometimes it will say who made the article. And then over here, there's some detailed records. You can click on this and get some more information. So here's the source. There's the date it was published, the volume. So if you need some of this information, you may just have to dig a little. So detailed record is a good resource. And then again, scroll down to the very bottom of the resource. So one, I recommend using the citing tool on here. If that doesn't work, second, I would go to MyBib because it's free and doesn't have advertisements. MyBib sometimes goes down, so if it is down, I recommend going to EasyBib. I hope that helps, and good luck citing your sources.